What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Zig the GOAT back with another video, and today we got Jalen Johnson, the young GOAT from Atlanta Hawks, man. He been on a tear since Trae Young been out, averaging like 21, 9 and 6 or 7 assists. So, you know, he been going crazy this season. So today we got Jalen Johnson, man. So make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe on the video, man. Happy holidays. Hope y'all had a good Thanksgiving. Hope y'all turned up, ate some good food. But let's get into this build, man. So we're going to start off with a power forward, 6'8", 243, 6'11 wingspan, man. So let's get into it. So you got 78 close shot, 88 driving layup, 93 driving dunk because he putting people in that rim. So that's what we wanted to do. We wanted to make sure that he had some dunk on this build, of course. So you get that gold posterizer, 55 standing up, 51 post control. Now, they did just come out with Jalen Johnson's dunk package. And it's 94. So if you want it off the rip, you can maneuver some stuff to get 94 dunk off the rip if that's what you want to do. But for me personally, I was just going to use cap breakers on dunk to get it to Hall of Fame posterizer, then +1 it to legend. So that's what I would do. But if you want the 94 drive and dunk off the rip, that's how you got to do it. Just get the 94 if you want the Jalen Johnson animations. But other than that, man, like I said, flow game on gold, layup mix master on silver. And like I said, Jalen Johnson, he's at that rim. So he dunking on everybody, putting you in that rim. So this is a good build for that if you just want to dunk and be kind of all around. And the way he's playing now is at like point forward position with Trae Young being out for so long. Like this is kind of, this build is going to show you that balance of like doing a little bit of everything. Not good at anything, but like doing a little bit of everything. So let's get into that shooting. So we got that mid-range at 84, just to give you the silver set shot specialist, 3-point shot at 82, and then the free throw at 80. So like I said, all silver badges. If you want limitless range, you can get it with just adding the cap breaker there. But if you want to go 5 on your mid-range shot, you can get that gold set shot specialist and +1 or +2 at the Hall for legend, and you'd be good to go there. But like I said, man, just a good all-around build. You know what I'm saying? Not great at anything, but you can do a little bit of everything. So then we got that pass accuracy, dimer, versatile visionary on gold, because like I said, he's been running that point guard position since Trae been out. 86 ball handle, just so you can jig, dribble, get all the good animations, the cheese. Ankle assassin, handles for days, and unpluggable on silver. Then of course you got that speed with ball on 76, just so you can get that silver lightning launch. So then you can tear that up if you wanted to gold or Hall of Fame as well. So, you know, that way you can either run the point, you can be in the corner, you could help be like an off-ball ball handler. Like I said, you can do a lot of things with this build because, like I said, it's all about balance. It's all about kind of doing a little bit of everything for the team. So if you're that type of player, or even if you're trying to like just fit into a scheme, this is a good build to just kind of fit in. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to, you can shoot, you can dunk, you can cut. You don't really need the ball. You can score many different ways. So then we got this defense, and like I said, just balanced everywhere. 70 interior, 70 perimeter, 40 steal, 71 block. Now, if you're a steal guy, you can use some cap breakers and get your steal back on the back end. But if you don't care about your steal and you just like to play defense, like I said, very solid all-around defender. Like I said, not going to be great at anything, but like I said, solid defender, solid playmaking, solid shooting, and then solid finishing with great dunking. And that's kind of what Jalen Johnson is. And then, of course, he's a good rebounder as well. So you got that 74 offensive rebounding, 88 defensive rebounding, and then you finish off with 83 speed because he's quick, 75 agility, and then that 87 vertical, just so you're jumping out that gym. And like I said, as always, shades of Jalen Johnson, Jason Tatum, and Karolinko, and you get that mid-range slashing cleaner. And that's a good, pretty much example of who Jalen Johnson is right now. Punishes defenders at the rim, supreme force collecting defensive rebounds, a true dime dropper at the 4, a reliable elbow jumper. That's perfect. All his strengths sound like Jalen Johnson. If you watch the Hawks, if you see games, that's pretty much what Jalen Johnson does. Lax explosion under the basket, that's just stand and dunk, but I mean, it is what it is there. And then the lax physicality, he is a skinnier guy, so that's understandable as well. But like I said, I think this is a good representation of a all-around point forward type power forward. So let's go to that cap breakers, see what we can do.
Yes, man, right now. I need you to be honest.
All right, let's get into it as always.
I'm gonna go hoop in the city for a little bit, babe.
All right. So, as you can see, the cap breaker. So, let's start up here. So, if you wanted to get to that 93 threshold for driving layup, you could. And then that'll give you the gold layup mix master if that's what you want to do. If you don't care about layup, that's fine. Of course, you can go to 98 drive and dunk. All you need is 96 to get all the animations and everything. So I would just +3 drive and dunk, get it to 96, and then that way you have not only the Jalen Johnson animations, but all the contact dunk animations and things of that nature. If you do want your standing dunk back, you can get it back on the back end with 11, 8, there's like 19, 22, so that'd be 77 standing dunk. So if you want your standing dunk back, you can get it up to 77. Of course, with a 3-point shot, you can get to 86. The mid-range, you can get to 89. So like I said, very good all-around build that you're not really missing nothing in. You can get the 89 midi, you can get the 86 3-point shot, you can get 98 dunking. Like I said, it's very balanced, very, very balanced build. Pass accuracy is 5, so you can get to 90, which can give you, Halliburton pass. Well, I think you might need 90, 91. But if you want more passing, you can get more passing. I think 87 would be gold break starter by chance. I think so. So again, if you want more passing, I think 85 is more than enough. You can use De'Aaron Fox, Cade Cunningham, and you'll be perfectly fine. Or Draymond Green if you did the playmaking build specialization. And then on defense, like I said, you can do some interior if you want to, that 3, 6, 12, 16, that'd be 86. If you wanted some more perimeter defense, that's 9, 11, 13, so that's 83. So you can get 86 interior, you can go to 83 perimeter to give you the silver badges. Or, like I said, if you want your steal back on the back end, this would be the perfect way to do it, because now you got 17 plus 10, that's 27, plus the 6, that's 33. So then you have 73 steal. So what I would do, if you want your steal back, just get it back on the back end, have 73 steal, and you're perfectly fine. Now you got your steal back, now your interceptions are going to be silver, and then you'll get all your offense and be a super balanced player. If you want some more offensive rebounding, you could do that if you wanted to. And if you do decide to go like 98 dunk, just make sure you +3 your vertical to get the 90 vertical, just so you don't have to, you can tier up your posterizer +1 instead of having to use the +2. So, but other than that, man, that's Jalen Johnson. Like I said, a very good build. The cap breakers are very good, where you can kind of be very balanced, and you can really choose how you want to create and how you want to go forward. You can make them a little bit more defensive. You can go even more crazy on the offensive side, be a more consistent shooter, more crazy dunker. So like I said, the cap breakers are set up very nicely on this build to make sure that you can do anything that you want to do once you get those cap breakers. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe on the video. It's your boy Zig the GOAT. Like I said, man, we on the road to 2,000 subs, man. 2,000 subs, that's always a big accomplishment. So we only 20 subs away from 2,000. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe on the videos, man. And I'll catch y'all on the next one, man. I'm out.